Welcome to week 2 of exercise for the homebody. Today I'm doing it out the back in a very limited space because I realise that some of you would also have very limited space. So first thing we're going to do is warm up. You can see some drink bottles in the background there. I've got 2 drink bottles, exactly the same shape and size, and I've filled them up with water. 1 litre of water equals 1 kilo. Depending on the size, the weight of the drink bottle will also determine how heavy it is. But if you've got either some little tins of food in your pantry or you've got some water bottles, then by all means fill them up. Let's get ready to go. First thing we're going to do is a bit of a warm up. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the flat surface. If you've got a step or a stair going into your house, you can also do it using the step, and that will make it just that little bit harder. So let's warm up first. Stepping forward and back, and then alternating legs. Forward, back, alternate legs. Now if you want to, let's move your arms forward and back, up if you want to. Up will make it a lot more demanding on your heart, or you can do bicep curls. You're warming up those legs, getting your heart rate up, getting your breathing elevated. So you can see I've got a little bit of space here, and I'm sure some of you would be restricted with your space. It's not possible for us to have huge amounts of room. So we're doing this. Good. Now we continue on. I will show you how to do it on a step. So you can see I've got a couple of stairs here. I'm just going to use the bottom one. So if you only have 1 step into your house, you can use that as long as it's safe and flat. Alrighty, let's go. So you're going to continue that for 3 to 5 minutes. Once you've done that, we're going to get into our squats. We're holding onto the back if we need to. So feet are apart. Putting your hands here will also help you to keep your chest up, so you're not actually squatting like that. So feet apart. Remember, if your feet are out, your knees go out. If your feet are forward, your knees will bend forward. So let's aim for 20 squats. Keeping that chest up nice and high. That's good. Now if you don't need to hold on to the chair and you know that your chest is up nice and high, you can actually hold on to your dumbbells if you want to. Your drink bottles, your tins of food, your big packets of sugar or flour. That's good. Make sure we do 20. I'm not counting, so you're going to have to count for yourselves. Let's do 3 more just to be on the safe side. And relax. Okay, now let's grab your drink bottles. They're our dumbbells. You've got weights, you can use dumbbells, drink bottles, tins of food, packets of flour. Alrighty, so this time I've got drink bottles. They're mostly full, and there's an element of instability when I move the dumbbells or the drink bottles around. So that adds a little bit more of a challenge for your stabilizers or your tiny little muscles in your joints, and that's great. The added benefit is that as you get tired, you can have a drink and it makes your weights a little bit lighter. So that's a bonus. Alrighty, so we're going to do a shoulder press for a minute. These are only really light. If they get heavy, by all means put them down and continue the action. But normally you'd lift a slightly heavier weight than this. So that's why we're doing a minute. We're trying to build up some strength endurance. By all means, if you have heavier dumbbells, you can use those. Just make sure you're breathing out when you push up. That's good. Doing well. Breathing out when you push up. I'm bringing my elbows all the way down, all the way up. Tummy is nice and tight. I'm not allowing my back to arch or to sag. Chin in so your neck is in neutral. 10 seconds to go. It's excellent. 5 seconds. Okay, so now we're going to work the back of your shoulder and your back. So I've now got my barbecue chair. I've rested one leg on it. I'm resting my elbow on the armrest. Grab hold of your dumbbell. Now I want you to make sure that this leg is bent, your spine is in neutral. So we're not doing that, okay? You've got to keep your bottom out, spine in neutral. You're not doing that. Now what we want to do is use the back of your shoulder to take your arm out as wide as you can. This one will get heavy and we're aiming for a minute. So if you find that you're jerking it up, simply drop the dumbbell down or your weight plate or your tin of food or your drink bottle. Drop it down onto the floor, continue with the same action. Breathing out when you take that arm up, in as you lower your arm back down again. So the general rule is exhale on exertion. Really good. So we're aiming for a minute, like I said. We're over halfway. Got 20 seconds to go. And by now you should be feeling it in your rear delts, which is the back of your shoulder. Make sure your weight-bearing leg stays bent. Your spine is in neutral. If you need to, you stop and have a rest. 5 seconds. Okay, we're using the same arm, and this time we're just doing a row. So you're bringing that hand straight back up, close to your chest, elbow in close, and really focus on bringing your shoulder blade into your vertebrae. So a lot of us will be doing a lot of stuff on our devices at the moment. We're working a lot of muscles in our chest, getting the muscles across the front of us short and tight, getting the muscles across our back long and weak. So today, this is focusing on the muscles across your back. Really good. We've got 25 seconds. We really want to try and balance out the muscles in our body, particularly front to back. It encourages good posture. Will reduce pain in your neck and your shoulders. We're nearly there. 10 seconds. And relax. Now let's change sides. Okay, so leg that's closest to the chair is bent and on the chair. Elbow is on the armrest. Weight-bearing leg is bent. And then we take that arm straight out. Let's aim for a minute. Make sure your spine is in neutral, your neck is in neutral. It's really good. There's hardly any weight on this arm. It's just for balance, really. Those of you that need to will use that arm, your weight-bearing arm, for balance or a bit of load to support your upper body. But if you don't need to, then don't use it. It's really good. Again, you should be feeling that in the back part of your shoulder, your rear deltoid it's called. Good. We've got 15 seconds. Really focus on squeezing that shoulder blade right into your vertebrae, just to work those muscles in between your shoulder blades and your vertebrae, your rhomboids. You really want to work those. Okay, now let's pull that elbow straight back up, hand coming up to your chest. Good. Spine is still staying fixed. Breathing out when you're lifting. Now if your weight-bearing leg is fatiguing, by all means you can stop and have a rest and then continue. Some of you won't have done this sort of thing before, so the most important thing is your technique is correct. So if you're fatiguing and you're starting to arch your back, relax, stop the time, start again when you start. Doing really well. There's a crow there, hey? Really good. We're nearly there. 10 seconds. Nearly. Okay, relax. Now we're going to do a seated cobra. For a seated cobra, you're on the edge of the seat. You sit up nice and straight. You open your chest. You squeeze your shoulder blades down and together. Your neck is in neutral, so we're not doing these ones. And you're going to pivot from your hips. You're going to try and keep your hands where they were. And then come back up. Lean forward. And come up. Good. This is a fantastic exercise, and you'll find that we'll do this quite often because we just tend not to work these muscles very often at all. Really squeeze your shoulder blades down and together as you lean forwards. Good. Let's do 3 more. And 3. Okay, so now we're going to do some tummies. Alrighty, so I'm working on the fact that some of you don't even have an exercise mat. I have now taken the cushion off my barbecue chair and I'm lying on it outside. So there's no excuses for any of you. I'm sure you've got a blanket or a doona that you can put underneath yourself for a bit of cushioning for that spine. So let's go. We're lying down. We want to support your head. So most of your fingers are on your neck. Your little fingers are on the back of your skull. That is the safest way to support your head when you do a crunch. So from here, you're going to draw your tummy in and you crunch up and then you lower down. Draw that tummy in, crunch up. Support your head. You're not pulling that head up. You're not allowing your neck to come into extreme flexion. All the way down. Suck that tummy in as you lift. And if you really focus on what you're doing, you'll find that it's actually more difficult to do this than it is to do a dodgy crunch. Okay, let's do 5 more. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Last one. 5. Well done. So, you've done another workout. Exercise for the home body week 2. This is your workout for week 2. You can do it again, twice more through, once more through, 4 times through if you want to, if you've got time. You can space it out through the day. Whatever you want to do, just get that heart rate up, get those body parts moving. We need to keep moving, stay sane. Stay well, stay healthy, stay away from that COVID.